Haley Ganzel was just 5 years old when she decided riding a horse on a saddle wasn't good enough. With trick riding blood running through her veins, she now puts her own spin on a rodeo halftime show that takes her and her horses from coast to coast.
Let's put our hands together out here for the one and only Haley Ganzel.
I'm Haley Ganzel, and I'm a professional trick rider and specialty act. I travel across the country and entertain people. I'm hired to come and perform and give the crowd something to cheer for and something that's a little bit different than the competition. So there's a completely different thrill with that. It's an adrenaline rush. All I've wanted to do since I was little is make people smile, and I get to do that every weekend, week in and week out. I grew up in Collinsville, Oklahoma, just north of Tulsa. My grandparents and my uncle were all in Collinsville right there, so we all had horses from the time I could remember. So that's all I've ever known, is to be in the barn, be with the horses. When I was 5, I got my first trick riding horse. My uncle started teaching me how to trick ride. He's the 5-time national finals rodeo specialty act. I got to perform with him from 5 years old on. It's a family thing. I get to look up to him, and there's so much to learn from my family. They all rodeoed, but he was the trick rider. I was born 2 months premature, so I was in the hospital for 2 months after I was born. I only weighed 2 pounds and 10 ounces when I was born. The doctors told my parents that just be prepared for a life full of setbacks. I know my mom went through a lot. I stopped breathing at one point when I came home. My dad had to give me baby CPR, and I was exceptionally small for so long. But I outgrew everything that they said I was going to set me back.
We used to just ride horses all the time, and she'd go. Every time she'd come, she'd want to ride a horse, you know. When she was about 3 years old, she started doing that. And I'm proud of her, you know, for everything she's done. So far, you know, she's kind of lived up to her dream.
My parents never told me I was anything but special, and I was gonna do great things. And they went with me everywhere. I traveled the country so much, and they'd have to take off work, and they would have to. I mean, I was 5; I couldn't just go, and they made it possible for me to go. They were always encouraging, so now it just comes natural to, I want to be the best that I can be, and I want to help others be the best that they can be. And I have a soft spot for kids. I love little kids, and I love helping them. I love helping them do things that they can't, and if that means with my horses, or my mom and dad are both teachers, so I love working at the schools, and that's what I want to do when I grow up, is help kids overcome things that limit them. I broke my foot twice, and I broke my arm, but I haven't had any serious injuries. When I was 9, I had a girl she was a lot older than me, she was an adult, and she was doing the same trick I was fixing to do. They had us all standing up at the end, and I was right after her, and she actually broke her neck in the arena right in front of me. Everyone I remember in the corner was telling me, no, don't do it, you don't have to do it. And I told my dad, I said, I have to, or else I'm not gonna want to do it again. It was horrifying, but it was also life-changing, because after that, it was scarier. It gave me something to fear. And I remember when I was 5, I had no fears at all. It was never, someone told me to do something and I would do it. It didn't scare me. And as I got older, that changed. My uncle retired a couple years ago, and so I begged him from the time I was a little kid. All I wanted was, for Christmas and my birthday, just please show me how to work your dancing horse. I was so intrigued by him, and I loved him so much. And I grew up with him. I mean, he was always there. And so finally, a year ago, actually this month, he started teaching me the ropes on how to work him, and it was his pride and joy. So he really stepped out of the box of letting me take him and letting me further my career with him. His name's Cisco, but his stage name's Crazy Cloud. Whenever he comes out, the audience knows him as Crazy Cloud. He bows and he marches and he says hello. The relationship I have with my horses is indescribable. They are my best friends because they're the ones that are on the road with me all the time. They're in the arena. They share my ups and my downs with me because they make me who I am in the arena. I was in the movie Cowgirls and Angels and the sequel, Dakota Summer, and I not only got to do the stunt work for it, I got to play the character of Rose. And I was the only girl that stunt doubled that got cast in it as well. And it was such a different world. but it was so much fun. My family got to be a part of it. They were on the set with me. I mean, my horses were all a part of it. It was all my stuff. I even got to wear my own wardrobe because they liked that I had the real stuff. And so it was a really cool experience. It's a performance, it's a show, really. We have to know how to get the crowd's attention. You have to know what they like and if they're into it, and you can read your crowd. So we've met people that have followed us for a couple years, and we didn't even know that they were our fans, you know, and they followed us on social media, or they've seen us at one place and follow us to the next, and that's gotten to be really cool, is to get to see people that come over and over again. We feel like rock stars out there. I mean, it really is. It's a great feeling, and I hope that I get to do it until I can't anymore.